Why does that explosion happen every single time? Guys, welcome to the stream. I need to figure out why that explosion is going off every single time I switch to my transition here. Not a big deal though. But guys, welcome in. Hey, I'm doing some new things here today. It's popping off in here. I'm doing some new things. You know what? There's nobody here. There's nobody that's been here for a while. No new people either in the stream. let's talk about some things before we jump into any sort of game today. And that's just maybe my thoughts. Maybe I'll clip this down. Maybe we'll turn this into something. But first, let me see if I can turn my screen into dark mode. How do we turn something into dark mode? Settings. Appearance. How do I turn Facebook into dark mode? Let's Google it real quick. Facebook dark mode. Facebook.com, login, type top right corner, select downward facing arrow icon. Okay, I don't have that currently. Dashboard options. Okay, let's open up another Facebook thing. Settings. I hate that all these websites have their own settings. All right, let's see. Blocking public profile. Display and accessibility is what I'm looking for. Display and accessibility. Okay. It doesn't exist. Privacy, profile, public, post blocking, language, stories. Okay. Profile photo. Display. Okay, it's not under settings. Dark mode. Excellent. Let's refresh this. Perfect. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's talk about a few things here. Man, it's funny. It's funny how things can change overnight when information is given to people. It's funny because here's what's happened. In the past 24 hours from the last time we streamed, let's talk about what has happened, which is Twitch announced that partners no longer have an exclusivity deal, meaning they can't multi-stream or I guess I learned that the professional name for this is simulcasting. Okay, so you can't simulcast to multiple platforms, but what happened in this stint of 24 hours was honestly shocking to see people take it this way. It has the juice. Gosh, I love that song so much. It's that song. I've woken up with that song in my head like 3 days in a row now. All right, so hear me out just real quick because we're going to talk about this only for this morning's little talking segment, and then we're going to move on from it. But Twitch announced the exclusivity thing's done, and people went on to Twitter and they said, this means we can stream with Dr. Disrespect now. So the conversation quickly came about, which was, yeah, they might not be able to do it on the Twitch platform, but they're able to do it, period, right? So that conversation happened, and Twitter kind of went to town on that. And then last night, Dr. Disrespect himself said, after this announcement happened, said that he was going to simulcast onto Facebook and YouTube. We talked a little bit about it in the Discord late last night and some this morning. But you have somebody who is pulling large numbers constantly, 30,000 people watching on a daily basis whenever he streams and stuff like that. You're having somebody like that say, YouTube doesn't acknowledge me, they don't care about me, and I might possibly go over to Facebook. So this is the thought process that I have currently. And I don't want to say that I'm right and be arrogant, but it's funny how we talk about these things and then like just weeks down the road, something happens. So here's my theory. I agree with, we watched a Harris Heller video. A video was shared in the Discord about what his thoughts were on it. And I agree with him. And his thoughts were that Twitch, here's the main takeaway from that video, was that Twitch has removed the exclusivity deal with their partners so that they don't cancel their partnership in hopes that subscribers will not unsubscribe even if they move to the platform, generating monthly income for a streamer that might not even be there because they have monthly subscriptions going on. And the whole thing is that they don't cancel their thing because they're not getting in trouble for, you know, for streaming on another platform. So that's a very interesting take, that this is a plea for money, basically saying that, like, we don't want your money gone and we know that people won't cancel their subscription. And if I'm being honest, I have members on my channel on YouTube, and we don't have a lot, I should add. I can go in here and I can actually count, you know, basically on two hands how many members we have. But we have like 25 members, I believe. And out of the 25, I would say I haven't even seen 10 of those members in months, right? Like some people don't pop up in months. Like I'm looking at a few names right now. Let me look at a few names. I'm not gonna say anybody's names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've 8 names out of our 25 members that I have not seen in probably over 6 months. That are members that are paying monthly. So to me, that logic resonated with me, that is what Twitch is trying to do. They're just trying to make it so people continue to pay money, you know, even if the streamer's not there. Okay. Fast forward a little bit to my thought processes all night long. And I moved to YouTube specifically because I was watching Doc on Twitch and I saw what happened and I thought it was unfair and all these things. And so I was like, screw Twitch. And I'm not fanboying here, and I'm not saying anything other than, you know, my thoughts on the matter. But I'm a fan of Dr. Disrespect, and I think that he was done wrong. Okay, regardless of who's wrong in the situation that we'll never know anything about, especially since the lawsuit was settled. But there was a 2-year-long lawsuit of why he got banned from Twitch and all those things, and that led him to being on YouTube, and YouTube basically not acknowledged him and blah, blah, blah. So I said, I'm going to stream on YouTube also, because I don't want to work with a company that I see how they treat the creators like this. And now we're seeing almost, if we're just being really honest, we're seeing Twitch literally call the users of Twitch dumb because they're trying to milk people for their money, you know? They're trying to milk people for their subscriber money. That's what's happening. That's like the actual reality of things. So long story short, is somebody who is invisible on these platforms, is somebody who's invisible on these platforms in the eyes of like the executives and things like that. I no longer care about exclusivity type things because the conversation's out there. Nickel's over here yelling. So Nickel, hear me out. I'm getting ready to say something that you've talked about, but I still don't believe it. You've talked about it. I have 0 recognition on YouTube. I've, minus, the community that we've built. YouTube hasn't helped me build this community. We did this. Twitch, it's a growing community, but it's small. Still no acknowledgement from Twitch, no acknowledgement from YouTube. And I figure we might as well take it and do no acknowledgement from Facebook as well for the time being. So currently I'm over on Facebook. I'm literally on Facebook streaming right now. Nobody's watching. Nobody's on Facebook. There's zero way of anybody knowing that I'm on there or anything like that. But I did it. Nickel Ninja said Facebook's hard to grow on. Do you have your page set up correctly? I believe it's set up correctly. I mean, I've had a Facebook page on there for quite some time. I've had it on there for quite some time. So everything seems to be correct. I don't know. My point is that there's a conversation that's happening in the streaming world. And I'm only sharing this with you guys because I really do care about this as like a career. Like I really want this to succeed in some capacity. And I realize that as somebody who's a small creator like me, I need to do something to just be seen at this point. I just need to be seen. I believe that we've established a really amazing foundation for what something can be built upon. We have a great community. We have a great Discord. We have an established brand. I have a knowledge of how to stream. I feel like I'm entertaining. I feel like I have value that I can add to people's lives on the information that I can give. Like I feel like that's characteristics of a successful streamer. I feel like I have that, humbly speaking. So we just need eyes. So we're gonna go where eyes are, My wife tells me I use my Facebook too much. Says Nickel. Yeah, it's I'm not a fan of Facebook, for personal reasons. I get banned on Facebook all the time. So yes, we have a gaming page. If you go to Facebook and search REVRNDX, you'll find me. Nickel's right. I forget what they call it, but at 100 followers, they had the page for 30 days. You get a level up program. Oh, I just got my first new follower on Facebook. All right, check this out. Misha Christie, welcome to the Facebook. The Facebook. Jay Hertz says they will push your stream. Misha Christie says, let's go. Hey, let's go. All right. So this is already proven my point, guys. Oh, it's Mimi. Okay. This has already proven my point though, that, we just have opportunities that we need to take, Jay Hurt says I had 125 followers playing Warzone, had 30 plus people in my stream. You've got the juice, says TNT. What I've learned on Facebook is the growth can be really, really solid, but if your main profile gets banned at all, it'll ruin your channel. Yeah, so guys, hear me out. So I never really got to finish my statement here. I'm on Facebook, but big but here. I'm not putting my eggs in the Facebook basket at all. I am simply putting my voice out there for it to be seen and possibly heard, and if it can be picked up. Because the conversation that my wife and I had last night was, we watched that Harris Heller video, and it was pretty like, I mean, it honestly kind of like, it hit home to me for like what's going on in the streaming world. And the conversation that we had as, husband and wife was, hey, you're trying to make this a thing, right? You're trying to turn this into a career. With all these things that are happening, with all these things that are happening in the streaming world, do we honestly believe you can actually succeed anymore as a streamer from a business standpoint? There's a video on here of the guy making that sign behind you. Herf hand painted? This guy right here? That's amazing. So I don't know how the viewer experience is on Facebook either for a lot of you guys, but I don't know. So what I'm trying to say is, you know, the conversation is had of, you know, whether or not you think you can make it as a streamer anymore. Because Harris Heller was talking about how they're not doing these big payouts anymore for streamers and stuff like that. And you got to hear me when I say this. I'm not looking to go from a small streamer to a multi-million-dollar contract. And you guys need to hear me clearer on that. I believe success looks like being able to pay your bills, doing the thing that you love. And I don't make a lot of money as it is in the first place. So I don't need to make a lot of money comparative to some other people. REVRNDBB, always remember everyone hits this depression mode in streaming. If you're not looking for multi-million dollars, just enjoy everything and growth will come. Oh, absolutely. So I'm not looking for multi-million dollars or anything like that. I'm looking for success. But here's my thing. Here's my thing. This is what I want people to hear. This is what I want people to hear. This is my message right now. I hope you guys understand that streaming in general is dying. Streaming is dead. Streaming is on the way out the door. Okay? Will it go away fully? No, it will not. There will always be people that are streaming. There will always be people doing this. It's turning into something different though. And YouTube released a feature, and I talked about it yesterday. They released this short feature. This is a major hot take, by the way. They released the short feature on mobile that I, as a creator, can go into my videos and I can cycle through them, and I can take I can press a button, clip up to 60 seconds of that video, and instantly make it a short form content video. Same video, but just a short form thing to go into YouTube Shorts thing. So this is my theory as of right now. With streaming dying, them not paying the millions of dollars for creators to come over here anymore, them still working on deals and all these things. If streaming is dying, why is there a war that is happening in the streaming wars and Facebook gaming and Twitch and YouTube and all that? I truly believe, and I've said this, that streaming needs to be an avenue for me to do things like this, clip it down and make a video about it to put on YouTube. 10 to 20 minute videos. 10 to 15 is kind of like the perfect range. 15 to 20, a little bit more if it's a little bit more in depth and things like that. But long form 15 to 20 minute videos need to be created, and YouTube is looking for and weaning out the streamers who are just here to stream and not create. They're weaning them out so that they will go away, fall by the wayside or whatever it is. And you have other creators that come in like Tim the Tatman, who makes 2 videos a day on his main channel, and then like 2 videos on his secondary channel, and then like 4 shorts on his shorts channel, and literally made 7 YouTube channels to make videos while he only streams once a day. Like, do you see what I'm getting at here? Is that YouTube is looking for creators to make content, not make streams. YouTube doesn't care about streamers. They care about content. Video content that somebody can click on and stay on the platform for 20 minutes at a time, you know? I think YouTube is going to try to get its streams into portrait mode like TikTok because everyone loves short form. Yes, I think they will. I think that they're just trying to make it so that more people can consume the content in short form. Them making the short button before moderation tools tells me everything I needed to know. They didn't care about moderation tools as much as they care about creators being able to make more videos. So we've all been asking for streaming tools, and YouTube is out here giving us video creation tools. So that's a really long-winded way of saying, like, hey guys, I'm gonna do my best. I've been doubling down on the shorts and everything like that. Today I uploaded some and they had no traction at all. It's just kind of one of those days, which is kind of a bummer when that happens. you know, because you want it to take off and you want it to succeed. And literally, I'm looking at it right now. 7 views on one, 2 on the other. But yesterday we got 5.4 thousand views in like 1 hour. So it's just interesting to me how these things happen. But I'm just letting you guys know that I'm looking for ways to make a difference as a creator, and I'm trying really hard, you know. Experiment with the times we start publishing shorts and be consistent with it. Oh, we have been. We've been doing every morning for 9 o'clock for the past month. 8:45 and 9 a.m. Back to back for the past month. It's so inconsistent. It's so like shorts are so inconsistent. I'm telling you, like I literally can go into my shorts right here and literally in order, 7 views, 2 views, 20 views, 5.4 thousand, 1.4 thousand, 2.6, 1.6, 2.2, 633, 468, 5.9, 2.9, 263. Like it's just so inconsistent. Am I going to continue to stream? Yes. YouTube Shorts is funny. One will take off, the other takes the off like a day later. Re-upload the low view ones. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to take the low view ones off and recycle them, you know, a little bit later. Did the same video on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. TikTok did 89,000 views. YouTube did 191. Yeah, I mean, I can go on here right now and tell you that I did the same video that got me 2.5 million views on TikTok. 2.5 million views on TikTok got me 3,000 views on YouTube Short. So it's just a moving target. It's a constant moving target. And that's not what I'm even talking about, like that I'm worried about. What I have realized and I've learned is like, no matter what happens, like when it comes to content, you gotta adapt to it. So like I need to be able to make a video, and if it doesn't perform well, I need to change the thumbnail, change the title, re-upload it, things like that. So I really am just trying to get to a point of how can I make video content more regular on YouTube through my streams. We've talked about this a lot before. I've just failed at it, but I'm addressing the problem here. Notice no music or outside audio on YouTube does better, where TikTok does better with music. Yeah. Change the title. I uploaded the same video. First time 100 views. I re-uploaded it better with 5,000 views. Yeah. So Mr. Beast has talked about this quite a bit, is that if you upload a YouTube video and it skyrockets and then plateaus, which this is like a lot of people's graphs. A lot of people's graphs look like this. Up, flatlined, and then it just kind of goes. Like, that's your cue to change it. Change the thumbnail, change the title, change the tags, like get it so it has traction again. Like there is a science to doing these things. But last night what I was doing, and this just brings me into another conversation, and we've had it before. So like, I don't enjoy like keep having these conversations, but it just goes to show you how much of a moving target this is. So Peak just asked if I'm going to continue streaming. Absolutely. I'm triple downing on it now. I'm literally streaming on 3 platforms right now. And on those 3 platforms, I have not even 10 people watching across 3 platforms. So like, it just shows you the eyes aren't necessarily where they need to be. But yesterday I streamed and I gained 0 subscribers, right? I streamed for 4 hours and I gained 0 subscribers, but I uploaded a 6-second YouTube short and I gained 30 subscribers from a YouTube short. Now, are they watching the video? No, they're not. They're not watching the stream. But here is where I'm at now. Let me talk about all of that is leading up to this conversation right here. I have reached out to a few companies that I want to work with. You know, there's a lot of people that are making content and things like this, and they have these partnerships, and I don't understand it. I don't understand how they get it and all these things. So I've reached out to a few companies. I haven't heard back from some of them. I reached out to some last week as well. Haven't heard back from those either. I'm being a little impatient on some of these. I did hear back from one company yesterday, and they said that they are going to review my application and they are going to get back with me in 5 days from now. So there's a little bit of a waiting game here. But here's the thing that I'm learning. What we're doing here, streaming, this type of thing, community building. This is community stuff. This is where I get to talk to you guys. We get to hang out. We get to do whatever we want. We're gonna play some Sea of Thieves a little bit later today. This is hangout time, right? But also, this is the time where I can sit here and say, I'm gonna make some content. I'm gonna make some video content. I'm going to clip things down, and it's gonna be great. Harris Heller uploaded his video yesterday about the whole Twitch thing. He did that live on stream. He made that video on stream and then did his whole outro and intro and everything on stream, and then he clipped it down. Like, he still edited the video, but he clipped it down. So I need to do the same thing. You know, across the board, I need to do that same thing. That looks a little bit more like talking to the camera directly. Sometimes I look at the chat and things like that. So there are things that I need to do a little bit better, you know, when it comes to talking to the camera and stuff like that. So there's things that I'm learning as a creator that I have to do that I'm just struggling with. One of those things is like saying hello to every single person in chat when I need to have the mindset of making a video, right? That's just like a editorial note for some of the things that I'm doing. But last night, I feel like such an idiot for saying this, because I just had an epiphany moment last night. In YouTube, in fairness, YouTube has removed this constantly. Like right now, I don't even have the button for it. If you go to YouTube, normally there's a trending button. Normally you can look up top videos and things like that, right? As of right now, there's not a trending button on YouTube. I at least can't find it. But if I click, and there's not a live button either right now. They've moved them to all these like little sub things. But if I click this gaming tab here and I scroll down, and I'm just not showing this to you guys yet because it's my personal YouTube channel here. If I scroll down, there's normally a trending section. Let's see. Okay, there's not one right now. This is like a personalized thing here for me. Let's see, live. Just says we're on here. Okay, point is it's changed. They've changed how this system looks multiple times over the past 6 months, 8 months, 9 months. You know, it looks different all the time. Last night, though, I did come across the trending section on my TV. I was watching TV, and I was watching some of the videos that they make. And, you know, I'm just dumb for not doing this because I don't think in this way. And I'm just hearing you guys. I'm telling this to you guys because I want you to hear what I'm saying for maybe content creation that you can make. But let's go to, remember Power Wash Simulator? I watched a video that popped up on a top trending search on YouTube right now, and it was a Power Wash Simulator video that was uploaded like 2 weeks ago that's in top trending, and it had like 1 million views. And then I clicked the guy's channel, and what he did was every level that he did for this game, he just made it a video. So every item that he power washed, like every single level there was, he made it a video. And I'm sitting there going, how dumb are we to not make videos based off of events that happen like that? Like if there's a level, like for an example, we're gonna play Sea of Thieves today. How dumb would I be to not try to film like one of the sea forts that I'll go do? Like chances are nothing's gonna happen, but I need to film it with the hope that something will happen. The difference that I'm learning with the games that we've been playing this is what's going to rattle people's feathers. Games like Apex Legends, games like Call of Duty, games like Fortnite, all these things. Fortnite's actually a little bit more of an exception because there's so much stuff that's happening in this. Guys, we've been waiting for lightning to strike. We'll stream for 4 hours and just have normal games, but the content that needs to be created is like, I had 20 headshots from a sniper that I picked up. Like, we're all waiting for lightning to strike in these content, and rather just playing games that are level based or have a story mode or something where I can easily clip it down and say, I did this from point A to point B, and we clipped it and made it a video. I need to get better about playing games with the mindset of making video content. And that's what people don't like to talk about as streamers, because they think the stream is here to entertain them, and it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm here to entertain you guys. That's what the stream is for, but I need to get better at doing that as well. So what you're saying is Roller Coaster Tycoon is the best game for making content? Oh, it absolutely would be a great game for making content. The thing is, it's just outdated. This is the other thing that kind of sucks is, yes, you can find videos on those things. So some of the older games and stuff like that is, like I said, I was going to play Limbo. Limbo's like 10 years old at this point. Nobody's going to click for a random brand new Limbo video, but I'm still probably going to make the video regardless. But I just need to make videos that have a beginning point and an end point, and not just this random stuff that's in between. I say all of that, and I hope you guys are still following along in all those things. I say all of that to encourage you guys that streaming is just changing. And if you're not growing and you're not seeing the results that you want to see, you also need to change. This is uncomfortable for some people, and then some people take it the bull by the horns and they start changing as well. Like, this is, in this day and age, this industry, it's a moving target. I don't know every single thing that I need to know, but like, I'm learning, and I'm actively a student of this. Whatever we want to call this, I'm a student of it. I pay attention to it every day. And I've said it in the past that I don't know what I don't know, and I'm trying to learn. That's it. That's really the end of the conversation. And I'm giving you guys the 411 on what's up with everything that I found out recently. And I really think that these next few months are going to look really wild in the streaming industry, because there are people that are moving over from Twitch to YouTube. That is happening. Harris Heller, he stated it as there is a mass exodus that is getting ready to happen. People that have already signed contracts that just have not moved over yet. So like, it's happening. And the question is going to be, what's going to happen on the other side? Like, what's it going to look like, you know? I just got invited to join the Detroit Lions gaming. So what? They just lose all the time? Monson says, to be a successful streamer, you must be like water, my friend. No, absolutely. That's pretty cool. I just clicked that link. So it's like complexity, like the Dallas Cowboys complexity. Hey, you give me a Cincinnati Bengals one, I'll sign up for it. I'll be a Bengal. I'll be a Bengal any day. Yeah, so yeah, I just really wanted to talk about that today, because I mean, obviously this has been something that's on my mind quite a bit. And I don't really have everything set up. I don't have everything set up the way that it needs to be currently set up. Like, I'm looking at this Facebook stuff right now, and you know, Nickel Ninja said, do I have it set up correctly? And the more that I'm looking at it, the more I'm just like, I don't know, Facebook gaming looks like a garbage fire to me, if I'm being honest. Like, this is a terrible, terrible interface. But I'm also looking and they already have more tools than YouTube does. Cross post to pages. Like, hold on. So can I cross post to, okay, that's a page. Yeah, there's tons of tools. Like, how do I take my, like, how can I share my, just the stream in general on Facebook though, to like my personal Facebook? Like, I don't have that option. Like, how do I, like, let me open up Facebook and search for REVRNDX and see if I can find out where my stream is. Okay, like it says that I'm live. It's trying to get me to create something. I can't view this. Okay. Can somebody, I don't know how to do this. Hold on. How do I copy my live? Okay, here we go. Here's live. Share. Copy link. I'm sharing this to my personal Facebook, seeing if that's gonna do something. All right, let's try this. Create post. Hey everyone. I'm streaming live on Facebook right now. Come join me. Because I'm so friendly. Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on over on Facebook and all that. But also my computer's handling it like a champ. We're, like I said, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. We're crushing it right now. So this is interesting. So just to go back to what we talked about a little bit ago, which was this whole thing came up because Dr. Disrespect said that he was going to start, you know, simulcasting. And I just really, man, I'm curious to see what the next few months are going to look like. I love to speculate on things. I love to hear people's opinions about it and everything. It's just such an interesting conversation to watch really large creators throw their weight at these platforms and see what happens and see what sticks. And oh, is that a Facebook notification? Because that's terrible. Brittany Black liked the stream. With Facebook, you can't stream over 720/60 until you have 100 followers. Oh, okay, that sucks. So they may not promote you since you aren't following the rules. Oh well. I never follow the rules. It's actually not true. I follow the rules a lot. Are we on TikTok live? No, that's a XGen, thank you for saying that though, because that opens up a whole other can of worms that I have yet to dive into that I need to. And I'm super jealous of some creators like our friend Jackknife Finnegan. He got the stream key for TikTok. He's able to do this, take all of his stream, and he's able to do it on TikTok. I have to literally just use my phone and the camera and everything that's on my phone, and like, I can't stream my setup and have it make sense currently. TikTok live is a big thing right now. I wouldn't mind doing more of it. It's unfamiliar territory at this point. And if I'm being honest, a lot of this is unfamiliar territory right now. I'm trying to make some things happen and look at some stuff. Star senders. Yeah, I'm literally, I didn't do anything before I pressed live on Facebook. So I'm just kind of like, looking at what needs to happen. Like, I don't think there's like any tag section, or if there is, I don't know what it is. Choose which links to show viewers during your live videos. Okay, here, let's edit this. https://www.youtube.com/REVRNDX Let's put that on as a link. Save. Peak says, I just want to say, Rev, I love the vibe I get from your stream. I feel at home here, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Just so everyone knows, I aggravate the heck out of the guys in the Discord about streaming. No, not at all. So like, this is what I love. I really do love a community that is like, I love a community that can come together and kind of talk about these things, because here's the reality. Here's the reality is that, like, guys, I'm literally just some dude, and at this rate, an old dude on YouTube, on the internet, who's just trying to figure out how to do this as a career, because I can't do it halfway. Like, yeah, it's a fun hobby and everything, but video and production in general is my hobby. Like, I do this stuff regardless whether I'm streaming or not. Like, I do this all the time, like video and audio and all that stuff. But like, I'm just trying to figure it out, and I want people to also figure it out too. And I want us to all go together. Like, I care about that. Like, I genuinely care about people achieving their dreams. And for me, like, here's the most honest answer that I could ever give you guys. My dream is not to become an internet celebrity. So Rev, why are you streaming then if you don't care about internet fame? Because I just want to be my own boss. There's the honest answer. I just don't work well in normal 9-to-5 jobs or corporate things or stuff like that. I'm thankful that I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I struggle with those type of things in general. And I'm also just trying to provide for my family with the knowledge that I know how. If we're talking about D&D terms, I'm a bard in real life. My skills are being a musician and knowing how to charm the pants off of people with my charisma. Like, that's my talent. Internet just seemed like a good spot to use it, you know? And like I said, we're figuring it out together. Please don't do that. You got it. Keep those pants on. This is a family friendly stream. Rev's canceled now. It's been a good run. No. But like, yeah, like guys, like that's my point. That's my point of all this, is just like, we're figuring it out together. And that's what the whole Moving Mountains thing is, you know. We're gonna make something happen, and we're gonna cause a shift to happen. One thing I do get excited about is I guess TwitchCon is happening, or just happened. Let me Google this just to make sure. TwitchCon LA, I guess. TwitchCon 2022. Did this just happen? No, it hasn't happened yet. Okay. So on Twitter, there's a lot of people that are using the hashtag TwitchCon and things like that. And what they're doing is they're saying that we're the next generation of streamers. And so there's just a really interesting conversation that's already happening too, of like, who are going to be the next big names in streaming, because the current big names are phasing out, you know? Malta says, hey man, we're all just some dude on the internet, yet we've become good friends. Rome wasn't built in a day. Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. We're all just a bunch of dudes on the internet trying to figure it out. Yeah, I've tried to do the whole You guys heard my story about trying to be a pressure washer. Like I tried to start a pressure washing company, decided to become a streamer that doesn't even want to play a pressure washing simulator. So I feel like I'm in the right career path as of right now. You know, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out for sure. I will say I'm just looking at Facebook though while I'm sitting here. Is there something that I need to do? Oh wait, complete the checklist below to engage more with your audience and potentially reach new viewers. Cross post to more pages. Okay. I don't have any more pages. Create a clip from a video, okay? Publish a poll. What do you prefer to watch streamers on? Options. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Save, create poll. All right, we just created a poll. We're just doing things that it's telling us to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, how do I get back to my, uh-oh. Big uh-oh, I lost my page. REVRNDX. Okay, follow. Live. How do I go back to my what do you want to call it? The Creator Studio page? Oh crap, it's really gone. Dude, I literally lost it. I can't find my page here. Facebook, REVRNDX. Guys, what do I do? REVRNDX, clicking it. Oh, this is so terrible. This is the worst interface I've ever seen, that I can't even figure out how to go back to my edit page. Like, how do I edit my freaking stream? Browse following. This isn't it. Suggested live note. Oh my gosh, this is infuriating right here. Facebook, REVRNDX. REVRNDX. Manage your page. You have to go to the Creator Studio. This isn't even the same Creator Studio that I was just in though. I've never even seen this page before. How did it get me? How did it kick me? Here's, oh my gosh. How did it kick me out of the page is the question here.
It's because there's a meta business suite and then there's your page on Facebook.
No, I got that. But I had a thing that set up live stream, and I had a page to watch my comments and everything, and now it's gone.
Why don't you just click that?
I can't. It takes me to the stream. This is awful. Told you the UI from Facebook is horrible. Creator Studios only runs the gaming pages or business pages.
Yeah.
MetaSuite's absolutely horrible. The problem is that these pages I've never even have seen before. So like, that's not the page that I'm looking for. Manage your page. I'm not trying to manage my page. I'm trying to go to the place where I can create polls. This is super, super dumb. Planner. That's just my video. Nope, this isn't it. Show your screen. I don't think I can because it's going to have my stream keys and stuff on it once I do find it. This is so stupid. It's the button that I press when I went to go live. So like how I press create go live and then it says go live.
They're active.
Active broadcasts. I just created another go live. Your persistent stream key is being used by another live video. Don't continue. Wow. People are saying Facebook Gaming's a competitor right now. Was I saying that? Because I take back all comments about that. I can't, it had literally all of my information to like engage with the stream. I can't edit the stream now. No, that's a clip button to make a clip.
What's the gear then?
The gear is just the quality. This is not the page, I'm telling you. For you. Facebook. REVRNDX. REVRNDX. I don't need the meta business suite. Guys, I don't know how to describe what page I was on then. It literally was, dude, this is so upsetting. The thing that's happening here. No, I don't need the meta suite. I don't need this. This isn't what I was looking for. It had a page, and on the page I was able to create polls. I was able to change the game that I was on. I was told that I could like change the settings, the video quality, like it was that page. It was black, it wasn't in the meta suite, but I couldn't even tell you what the page was called. Stream manager. Okay, how do I get to it? There's no option for a stream manager. Gaming creator suite. I'm in the creator studio. I've never seen this page before. Yeah, this isn't, there's no button there that's taking me there. Here, I'll just share it. If you guys see my stream key, I don't know. Okay, this is the REVRNDX page. This is where I'm on. There's Creator Studio over here. See, this is not, I've never seen this page before until you guys told me to click this. So now what? press the go live button. I'm already live though. Okay, this is where I'm trying to get to. If I press select, that's the screen that I'm trying to get to. But when I go here, it's saying that it's going to end my stream if I go there.
Yeah, there's already one.
Because there's already a stream going. So I don't want to continue.
Go to facebook.gg/streamer.
You guys are seeing my stream key. Don't look. I'll just have to reset it after stream. That's the page that I want. Don't continue. I'm already live. Here it is. This is the page. But it says I'm not live now. This is the page that I want, but for the stream that I'm doing. Active broad. It doesn't let me click my active broadcast though. Edit post. There it is. Jeezel Pete's. You're telling me that's where I have to go down here to, I have to scroll down and then click a thing that says edit post? That's stupid. That's stupid, guys. Oh man. What was that, 20 minutes of trying to figure out how to work Facebook? Okay, well. Whew. They need to fix that. They need to fix that big time, because that is not a roundabout way to get there. Monston hitting us with the best statement ever though. Is there not a previous page button? Couldn't you just go back? I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that easy. All right, but here's the deal, guys. I'm going to I'm gonna go ahead and boot up a game. I'm gonna go ahead and boot up a game, and we'll get into it because that was next level. A live stream is basically just a video post. It'll be super easy. Yeah, this is, oh, it's awful. Hey, Nathan liked the stream. Hey, Nathan, how you doing? You just missed a fiasco of us trying to figure out how to work Facebook Live. That was, that was the thing. All right, guys, we got the game going over here. Let's see. Go to game screen, Sea of Thieves. We had this all changed over yesterday. Right. Rev, can you see my chats? Not on Facebook. I don't have Facebook chat available to me right now. Like I said, I don't have things set up now that we're trying these things. Nathan says, don't have time to stick around. Just wanted to say, hey. Hey, I appreciate that. Can I do a pop-out chat on, yeah, okay. Let me do a pop-out chat for Facebook over here. Oh, Facebook pop-out chat's terrible. Just so we're all aware too. That's also really bad. Jackknife, a little late to the party on this one, buddy. Jackknife just said, not trying to be the bearer of bad news, but I feel like streaming days for streamers are coming to an end. Jackknife, I strongly encourage you to go back and watch the beginning of my stream. I've learned a lot of information. I'd actually love to talk with you about a few things, about what the future of all this is going to look like. We just literally spent 50 minutes talking about this whole thing. Their streaming days are they're not coming to an end, but they are going to be looking very different. Very, very different. Sail this sloop here. I don't think it's gonna die, but it's dying because the state of games are dead. People are bored. FPS shooters suck right now. All the single player games are overplayed by everyone. Yes, agree on all that. I agree on all of that. Like if someone came out and did live streams of building something and all, they would excel. Actually, here, hold on. Before we jump into this game. Also, it's still searching. Here, before we jump in fully. Let's talk about one more thing. Let me guys give you some music again here. Let's talk about one more thing real quick. Because Nickel Ninja and Jackknife are talking about a really good thing. One thing that I've really learned, and this is a YouTube specific thing. This is 100% YouTube specific. So hear me clearly when I'm saying this. But gaming on YouTube as a streamer is difficult and doesn't make sense. So YouTube is calling it YouTube gaming, not streaming. Twitch isn't called Twitch gaming. You know, there is a broad spectrum of streamers on Twitch. YouTube has come across a problem that they don't know how to address yet, and it's clear they don't know how to address it, because streamers, like how can you put a streamer in a category on YouTube that talks about the state of streaming for 45-50 minutes, does a little bit of troubleshooting, and then moves on to play the game Sea of Thieves? The reality is you can't, because YouTube looks for all of these things in the algorithm, like whether or not the game is pulled up on your screen and what percentage of your screen is being filled by the video game. I hope people realize that there is literally a target number of screen that needs to be filled by a game before YouTube's algorithm picks up that you're actually playing the game. So even though we've been classified as playing Sea of Thieves for over an hour now, the algorithm has not picked us up for Sea of Thieves. Not one person has jumped into the stream to be like, yo, you playing Sea of Thieves? Like that has not happened. The community that we've built has jumped in and we've had a conversation about things. So YouTube does not know where to put people as streamers. That is the long way of saying that the whole gaming and streaming thing needs to change on a platform. And honestly, more than ever, while gaming is sort of in this dead state, there's not enough new game content out there. I'm saying new, that is not oversaturated, because the games that are out there are completely saturated and everybody is playing them because they're like, it's the most new, fresh content. And then you get trapped under, the wave of content that happens. Look at Fortnite and Apex and Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty. Those games have hundreds of thousands of people playing it every single day. Have you ever heard of The Furthest Frontier? Yes, I have. And that's a newer game that just kind of came out and I want to look into it. It's just like $20 and I haven't pulled the trigger on buying it yet. Let me verify that. I think it's like 20 bucks. Furthest. Frontier. Farthest frontier. It's $30. So that game just came out August 9th. It's 30 bucks. It looks great though. It looks great. I wouldn't mind playing it. All right, guys, we're jumping back in though. We've got some Sea of Thieves content that we're gonna play today. I figure what we'll do.
Over here, I have a favor to ask.
Jeez, oh Pete, she screamed and it was so in my left ear that I turned. Oh my God, that scared the crap out of me.
I have a favor to ask.
Oh. Jeez, oh Pete. Oh my gosh. Oh. Gave me a heart attack. Also, I'm on mouse and I feel like I should change this. I don't like being on mouse. Mouse and keyboard for this game.
Welcome to the revolution.
Yo, BB.
Hey, come over here.
Lorena, shut it.
It's cold. A big open knobs. It has the juice.
It has the juice. Honestly, you guys can't redeem that enough today. Why does my boat keep reverting?
Sure, I'm here for you.
Okay, that's not what my boat's supposed to be. I've done this already. I hear a kraken out there or something. Yeah, I am going to plug in. No, I'm not. I was gonna plug in a controller. I'll just keep it going like this. I'm just struggling over here. It has the juice. Why? Can you call? Because it's a little crazy. I just didn't know if we're missing something. Our grass needs to be mowed, guys, and we since we rent this place, we have to have somebody come take care of it for us. We don't own a lawnmower, and our grass is like really high right now. Like like it rained a lot, and so the grass grew tremendously. And our neighbors got their grass cut like last week, and and it made our grass look even taller. And then it's been a little bit, and they're getting their grass cut again right now.
Our person's on vacation.
Yeah, our person was on vacation, so I don't know if you guys understand how hard it is to get somebody to cut your grass, but it is not easy. All these places are booked up.
Also, the plants were literally mow the grass.
Yeah, they do. They mow it down to the nub. It has the juice. Big lump of knobs. Xgen says he's absolutely addicted to Valheim right now. I liked Valheim a lot. I wish I would have played it more. But at the time, I probably would play it more now. At the time, it was really difficult for me to play because my computer could barely run it. And everybody was like, your computer will handle it just fine. And every time I booted it up, my computer was like, my computer went nuts. Now it runs it. Now my computer runs anything. I can run anything on my computer, which is amazing. Guys, can we just remember as a community the days of not being able to use my computer? Like, can we just think about that for a second? That there was such a long period of time on this stream where it was like, yeah, I stream, but my computer doesn't. It's a thing of the past now. All right, I'm just gonna go do like a sea fort. Fortress, I guess I should say. Fortress is the correct word. I tried to play it at my parents' house. I was surprised that their computer wouldn't play it. I mean, it's a more taxing game than I think people want to admit it is. You know, these system requirements and stuff, like, people say it's not a lot, but I always find that the system requirements that they say are the minimum specs are like, yeah, how are you playing this game? It's not the requirements, it's the optimization. Yeah. All right, we're sailing south here, guys. I'm also curious how many people skimp in their builds on things like RAM or don't have their PC set up properly. I would be amazed actually. I don't think my PC set up properly at all. I don't understand like graphics card stuff and all those things. I feel like I'm missing out a lot on the optimization of the graphics card that I need to go figure out. Can I put the chat on screen? Yeah, we can put the chat on screen. Well, I'm trying to put the chat on screen. Why won't it come up? Oh, there it goes. I've got a date with Loba, Rev. I'll be back around later. Hey, no problem. Get some wins. Going around back here. Man, my eyes bothering me. We're probably not going to play too much today also, just so you guys are aware. Because I am by myself flying solo, and Sea of Thieves is a little difficult to do. I cared much more today about just getting the Facebook thing up and running and talking to you guys about what's going on in my brain. What's this fort? Hold on, I've never been here. I've never seen a fort look like this. Whoa. Well, you need to cool it, buddy. I need food. Stop disappearing on me like that. Get wrecked, guy. I mean, did Sea of Thieves win an award for the music in this game? Because they should have. Got him. I got him. Oh, I didn't mean to fall off. Man, this fort's really overgrown. I really don't think I've ever been to this one. Or unless they've just changed something, if there was an update or something, maybe. Okay, next wave. I like doing the sea forts. I think they're fun. Come on, come on, come on. Reload, reload, reload. Final wave? Oh, it's so good. Eat the food, eat the food. I forget how to get my food out. I don't have a food button anymore. I used to. There we go. Okay, that's for down here. We're gonna move on from that real quick though. We're gonna go upstairs. You hear this? Okay, got a gold pouch. Storeroom key. feel like there's kind of a lot of stuff up here. All right, where is our boat at in this world? I'm struggling. Struggling here. Yo, Chris, welcome in, man. How you doing? Missed again, third time. Just had a record month, so I'm finally happy I can finally relax. You know what that just means? That just means dinner's on Chris next time. Dude, I'm happy to hear that for you. That's awesome. Congratulations on the record month. Setting records is awesome. Being able to rest is awesome. Man, my boat's just too far away. Over 7K in profit? Dude, let's go. That's like, it's a lot of money. I don't need to say how many months of my salary that is, but that's quite a bit right there. That's like almost 4 months for me. Was it just me, or is there not a lot of treasure in here? Guys, give me 2 seconds. I gotta stand up real quick. My leg is like Charlie horsing on me. Let me stand up, stretch it out real quick. I'm gonna give Reverend the Bard a quick little placement on here. Okay. I'm back for now. You guys can just deal with Reverend the Bard here for a little bit. Just have him up on screen. The bugs fear me. Chris, that's what I love about you. That's what I love about you, man. Dude, how did I just miss that just now? Joshi not found, welcome to the stream, says, can I ask you a question? Absolutely. I'm all ears. Can I join you? No. I'm flying solo today. Thank you for asking though. I appreciate the politeness. One of these times you just start your stream with a slow fade in from black. Sound slowly comes on. It's just you rocking out. I like to envision that happens all the time. Like you guys know the scene in the movie School of Rock where he's explaining his song and he's like, there's like a little bit of mist flying around and just one light comes down and he goes, in the end of time, there was written on the stone for the legend, or whatever he sings. But the legend of the rent was way hardcore. That's how I like to envision all of my intros ever, though. That scene right there. More epic than it ever, making it sound more epic than it ever could be. Also, the older that I get, the more I realize the Legend of the Rent is pretty hardcore. Why don't you do an intro like that? Suits you perfectly. You could even do it live every day like Doc does. That would be so difficult to do. And I'm up for the challenge. I would gladly be up for the challenge for that. Is that everything? I feel like there's no way that's everything. This is the lightest treasure haul ever from this fort. Spices. Oh, hold on. Is there anything in here? Pick some random hot topic issues of the day. Make it your song. Mad Lib Jack Black style. I could do that. I need to figure out some things. So guys, I'm a musician. Whether you think I can sing or not, I actually can sing pretty well. It's hard to sing on stream for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to figure out a way that I could turn on my reverb like this, like you guys hear the reverb, and I can sing, and it's all these things. I want to figure out a way that I can hear it though, because I can't hear the reverb. I just have the trust in the Lord that the reverb is turned on, you know? I want to be able to hear these things, and I don't know how streamers do it where they monitor all that stuff. But that's what I want. Also, let me figure out why I don't have this button programmed for my food here. Item shortcuts, food, middle mouse button. Oh, so it's wanting me to click. So what's my second mouse button? Mouse 2. Push to talk. Oh, I don't want push to talk. Let's make that food. And then let's make, that's fine for now. Have I seen Jack Black do a kickflip video? No, I have not. I might have. I saw him like try to skateboard with Tony Hawk, if that's what you're referring to. They use that Elgato interface with the effects and stuff built in. Okay. This is the one issue. This is the one issue that I find with using pro audio equipment, is that there's certain things that I don't know how to monitor with zero latency. With my knowledge, you know. I know it's possible, but with my knowledge and skill set, I don't know how to do what I'm trying to do. I haven't been able to figure out zero latency with running through digital. It's definitely not zero latency for me. I'm literally going through my audio interface right now. Could he run it through a reverb pedal? Yes. So what I actually want to do is I want to buy a looper, like the Boss looper. I don't know if you guys have seen those things. I can't remember what it's called, like the Boss C something. I can't remember what it's called. But it has all the digital effects built into it also. And I can monitor my audio through that thing too, since it's a looper. But it's like $600. I mean, it's pro audio equipment, so like it's not like some small thing. But it's a lot for stream. Starting to think answering comments is a sham. I don't answer many comments on TikTok, and those go crazy when I don't comment back. Yeah, Jack and I think it's hit or miss. I think answering comments is more just a reflection of answering the comments is more of a reflection of the creator than it is anything else. Because like people just say things all day long. You got to kind of pick and choose who you talk to. Like I answered every single comment I could on my one video on TikTok, and it did 2.5 million views, answering every single comment. But I don't think the comments had anything to do with it. Ooh, pineapple. I always answer, but I really don't care about TikTok comments. Yeah, TikTok's an interesting platform. That's for sure. I feel like it's a whole different world, you know? It's something where you're allowed to not care about it. Can I not lower this? Oh. Well, that would make that easier. Wait a minute. Extras is part of the reason I love watching Doc is for the intros. I fully agree. I think Doc is easily one of the best entertainers there is when it comes to, you know, anything, honestly. His ad-libbing, like his improv and stuff in the beginnings of all his streams and all that, it's legendary. I dream of being able to have that kind of skill. His intros are amazing, but when he does his outro, with the song and the screens that pop up and stuff like that, you know what I'd be talking about if you watch his streams. But he does this outro where it's a song, but then there's like cutscenes, and he times them so perfectly, like it's so funny. They genuinely make me happy. Booty aisle. All right, we need to sail west. I feel like more people would like Doc if they actually watched him, though. Like, most people see clips of him and things like that, and I feel like a lot of people don't get the whole persona of what he's doing. Like, it's really funny when you watch it in the eyes of like what it's supposed to be. Because he always says he's the best, and it's funny when he's not. It's super funny. He talks so much crap. I'm going the wrong way. I do need to go west. Yeah, I gotta be honest though, guys. I'm really curious to know what's gonna happen with the Facebook thing and Doc and all that. Like, whether people want to admit it or not, the man has a lot of pull in the industry, you know. I feel like a streamer that large going to Facebook, I mean, even though they're just simulcasting, I feel like it's a big deal, you know? I don't want to give it too much weight, but it's going to be an interesting thing. Jackknife, are you still around? Are you still lingering? Lingering's not the word. Are you still lurking? you lingering over here? I'm sticking with my theory of he's desperate and losing ground fast. I don't think he's desperate in any means whatsoever. His streams are highly successful and he's members only all the time. I mean, he's raking in the dough. Like, there's no doubt about that. And his videos outperform the majority of other streamers' videos. I think he's just pissed off. He talks about it all the time and makes these comments on Twitter and stuff about how YouTube Gaming won't even follow him on Twitter or any other socials, but has direct contact with people like Tim the Tatman and stuff like that. And he's like friends with those guys, obviously. So he hears a lot of the inside scoops of things. I would be hard pressed to think that he's hurting, you know? I think he's just mad that he's not being helped. And I totally get that. Like when he did a, well, he has nobody to go to. He has no YouTube contacts or anything when he has problems. Like Tim the Tatman can go to people and like get things taken care of. Like, hey, I want to talk to these people. I have ideas for creative tools, things like that. He's got nobody, and he's talked about these things. Like he wants to try to make a difference in a platform, and they don't care about what he says. I think he wants a big signing bonus everyone else is getting, but nobody has to offer it to him because Twitch asked them. Yeah. But I mean, wouldn't you, when you're a big creator, I mean, wouldn't you want to try to get a payout that you're watching other people who perform less than you get? I mean, there's probably a little bit of, I mean, I can't read into it too much because it's not my situation, but like, there's probably a little bit of pride there. But when you compare his numbers to big streamers, he's bigger. I think what he's mentioned in a few streams is that he's making a company money that doesn't want to invest into him, and he wants to be invested into. And now he's trying to do the whole make his own video game thing and stuff like that. So he's just got stuff going on. I got another sloop up here. If he played his cards right, he would have gotten the biggest payout. Like he's an idiot and blew his chance. I don't think he's an idiot. I think he's extremely smart. I don't think he blew his chance either. I think that he's not as innocent in whatever happened in their thing, and they reached a settlement because there was probably going to be counter suing and things like that. I think it's just an unfortunate situation of what happened, and I just don't agree that that one fallout should determine his career being jeopardized from here on out. Like losing his Call of Duty partnership and stuff like that for reasons that have never been disclosed. I don't know. I watch Doc regularly, so I feel like I hear a lot more of the stuff that he talks about on stream. And hear his side of the story and hear other people's sides of the story as well, and people that he streams with now. It's definitely more than what most people see. maybe doing him a favor for not disclosing? Probably, honestly, but that's also the same reason why he can't disclose what Twitch did to him. I think both people are in the wrong. Or he took such a massive settlement that he just doesn't even care anymore. But I will say that the game that he's developing, I don't know how much you've seen of it. It's promising. It's like, I was shocked. I didn't think it was going to look as good as it did, and it was like super early stuff. I think he's just trying to fund some massive projects. I just refuse to let somebody like him play the victim. Oh, I think you're misunderstanding. He's not playing the victim. He's saying, why should I help you? He's not saying, woe is me. He's saying, I'm tired of dealing with this. Like that's the biggest thing, is that he really is just like, he's fed up with not being listened to. Joel, thank you for following. You just got to remember that he's been on YouTube long before any of this Twitch exodus happened too. To be bypassed is a heck of a feeling. I can relate to the feeling. I know what it's like to be looked over when you're doing something. He needs YouTube more than YouTube needs him. I mean, yeah. But I mean, isn't that the conversation we've been having of why this is such a big deal, like the Twitch YouTube thing and all that? Is that we're getting to a place where streamers are losing their power? People can say whatever they want about Doc. The thing I'll defend about him is that he's actually trying to do things that you don't see too many other people trying to do. Like, he's putting his money where his mouth is for like a gaming community and like building a video game, like created a video game studio and is trying to work with certain things. Other people are too. I think Ludwig is doing something for streamers, in terms of like what streamers are doing. You know, Ludwig's out here, building interfaces. Okay. Can you just shut my door? I just appreciate anybody that is like not here. How should I say this? I appreciate somebody who is investing into what they do versus just pocketing and posting pictures of them on the beach. You know, like, I'm a big Tim the Tatman fan, but man, he's just taking a big bankroll and like moving on and living his life. Like if you watch the guy's social media and stuff like that, he's just living it up. Doc's hiring people to create stuff, and I respect that grind. Said it before, I'll say it again. The game and streaming scene is exactly like the music scene. Rockstar streamers are losing their ground. AAA developers are losing ground. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. I just definitely think it's a case of with the current state of the way things are, I would rather support Doc and watch somebody try to actively support somebody who's doing something for the community versus other things. Like I don't know what YouTube's got working in the you know the back workings of things, but knowing that somebody like Ludwig got moved over to YouTube and developed a coding program that allows people to do things in stream that they did like on Twitch. Like, why aren't these things being implemented? You know, I mean, I understand it's a slow process, but sometimes it just feels too slow. And the more my eyes get open to things, the more, and I keep throwing Tim the Tatman under the bus. I don't mean to. The guy got his payday and he's living life happy. But like, that's literally like, you pay somebody $30 million and then they're just hanging out. I'd much rather see Doc get a $30 million check and then turn it into the greatest game, you know, for competitive gamers. Could you imagine the opportunity if YouTube would have partnered with Dr. Disrespect, and instead of him developing his own game studio and all that, they could have done a collaboration and been like, YouTube gaming is part of a studio now? It would have been insane. Twitch also, I mean, Twitch had those abilities. Nickel Ninja was kind of talking about this a little bit earlier, about how the woodworking streamers were blowing up on Twitch, and he's right. And the thing that's crazy about stuff like that is just the fact that people out there want to watch things that other people are creating, not just always entertaining. And I think that's where the shift is happening. I think that's what YouTube is capitalizing on, which is like, if Doc does move from the platform and YouTube doesn't want to help him, they're missing out on an opportunity in the future for some big stuff. Hey, Colin Bloodworth is following. Let's go. Trash burgers. I miss a good old trash burger. You know, another example of this, and I haven't talked about it ever because I'm not necessarily a huge fan of him. Nick Merckx. You know, this is another reason why things are changing in the streaming industry. You have somebody like that got such a big payday from Twitch that they cashed out and they're already mentally gone. Like, they're not really doing anything for the streaming world anymore. They took their paycheck and then they're running the clock. I have a hard time supporting multi-millionaires who are like, they got their payday and they're set for the rest of their life and they're just fulfilling a contract. Like, I want to meet the multi-millionaire that is like, it's not enough, I still want to do something. I'm weird about that type of stuff though. I'm the type of guy that if I was to become a millionaire and I didn't ever have to work again, I would still probably have a part-time job. Like, that's just a personal thing. Jeez, oh Pete's. I feel like some of those dudes have been grinding for so long, maybe they just need a couple years to reset. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I fully agree with that. You can only go so hard for so long. But I mean, if that's what we're saying, I mean, if that's the mindset we're saying, Dr. Disrespect has been going longer than all of them. You know, Dr. Disrespect's been at it for like 12 years now, streaming and like putting on a persona the entire time, as well as working in the gaming industry and all these things. Like, I got to give credit to where credit's due when it comes to like putting their money where their mouth is again. I appreciate people that aren't just streamers. And I know this sounds like I'm the ultimate fanboy, because I'm not. I love Dr. Disrespect. But like, I understand the issues. You know? I do feel like I've watched him enough though to I feel like I've watched him enough though to know that most people only see highlight reels and they don't see like the other sides of things or the conversations that happen, because that stuff never gets clipped down. You know, his whole mindset from what he shares with people is that that part's not the part that he wants to entertain people with. He doesn't do housekeeping like we do around here, you know? XGen is following somewhere. I know enough to know that the game thing is more about profit than passion. Yeah. I feel like in his case, I don't know though. I feel like I feel like at this point it's crossed over from like he has no need to do something other than the fact that he wants something done. Like he's really outwardly passionate about trying to make a good game and something that's challenging and exciting. And he talks about what's good and what's bad. And I agree with a good chunk of it. I definitely don't care as much as he cares. That's for sure. Like that's a big side of a conversation that I feel like people need to have more of, is like, you can hyper obsess about some of these things, like audio in games and stuff like that. I do find it funny that like from what he has shared, he thinks Escape from Tarkov is a game with the most potential, and that his new game is going to be along the lines of an Escape from Tarkov type game, which I think is pretty cool. Kyle Bloodworth says, I don't know much about Doc. Can I get a too long? Didn't read of this saga. Dr. Disrespect, he is a streamer. His real name's Guy. He used to do map design for Call of Duty, became a streamer, put on a persona as Dr. Disrespect. The whole idea is that he's your trash talking game persona that is there to literally just belittle you and try to be better than you, because he's the best there is. That's the whole persona, and he walks that very well. So people that don't like the 80s bad guy vibe, because that's kind of what he gives off. He has a mullet. He's got a mustache. He's an 80s bad guy come to life in a video game world. He'd be like the final boss if you were in an 80s movie about video games. It's literally probably the best way to describe who he is. And he's entertaining, but he's also like rubbed people the wrong way quite a bit over the years. He's done multiple things that have like crashed his community. Not that I'm holding this against him, but like he cheated on his wife one time, and then like it like ruined his career, and he tried to bounce back. In my opinion, he did the right thing by owning up to it and saying what he did. That's a hot take opinion though. I'm not condoning what he did was right, but he's just done some pretty, garbage things in his life, in the eyes of the world. And he's tried to make a career out of it. And then he got banned multiple times from Twitch because he one time he filmed in a bathroom during a live stream at an event, and it was harmless that he did it. But the whole point was that there was somebody in the bathroom and it was like a sexual assault thing. And quite frankly, it got blown out of proportion from what actually happened. But I understand why it happened. And then that got resolved. And then he got banned randomly one day on Twitch that led to the current saga, which is there was a lawsuit and they had a settlement, and there was just tons of stuff that happened. And, what's funny is I'm on Twitch and I'm talking about him, and I'm technically not even allowed to talk about Doc, from a technical standpoint. That's how bad the relationship is. So he's just a polarizing figure, but right now the thing is he's developing a video game, and he's actively trying to find. I think he's trying to find a contract. I mean, I definitely think that that's what it is. YouTube is not supporting him in the eyes as a creator. He's just a person on their platform. In the eyes of YouTube, he's no different than me. That's kind of how he sees it. I see it the same way personally. Like, I can't get a hold of YouTube and everything. He can't either. So he's looking for a contract, I believe, somebody to kind of lock him down and bankroll him a little bit as he's building out this video game and gaming studio and just doing a lot of stuff. So that's kind of what we've been talking about all day, is just this interesting saga of what streaming is going to look like in content creation in general. And the reason I defend somebody like Dr. Disrespect, who doesn't know me, never will, stuff like that. I defend him because I believe that he's actually doing something that would benefit somebody like me down the road by making a game and all that. Caitlin, welcome to the stream. Thank you for liking the stream. I need to get those Facebook notifications fixed. I didn't even know we had Facebook notifications. Also, if anybody has been talking on Facebook, I have not seen it at all. Okay, nobody has been. Okay, good. We're good. All Riot is good at is making better versions of other games. In fairness, continue with the Doc conversation. That's what he's doing to escape from Tarkov, I believe. His game, from what I have seen, is going to be Escape from Tarkov meets Call of Duty from like what it looks like. It looks like it's going to be awesome. Like, I'm not going to deny that one bit. The game looks like it's going to be super fun, and challenging, but it's not going to be like a battle royale, which is what everybody thought it was going to be, Thought it's more than the name, kind of like MMOs trying to be WoW. That's what I'm worried about, League of MMO. Yeah, so here's another example, just speaking into that world too. I don't know apparently how much you've seen about the new D&D, like 1D&D and all that. Hold on. C Bloodworth says, Doc stuff's a lot to unpack, just happened to be on Twitch today. Do you have a preferred platform I watch lurk on? As of right now, I mean, the preferred platform is YouTube. Because YouTube is the platform that makes the biggest difference for us. But we're on all of them. Colin, we're on Facebook right now. We are on YouTube. We are on Twitch. So really, it's just a matter of wherever you want to watch at this point. I don't know if Facebook's going to become part of a regular rotation for us. I just don't know. but it's there. It's available for you. Oh, what I was gonna say was, so we guys played that Tailspire game a few days ago, and we'll play it in the future. But Dungeons and Dragons just announced that they're working on their next project, the next integration, or I guess we should say the next edition, which will be called 1D&D instead of Dungeons and Dragons 5.5E, because right now they're on 5E, which is the 5th edition. And then there's usually like a 0.5 in between there. But what they announced, just talking about other games doing more of the same, is they announced that they're going to be doing a digital game, tabletop game that is extremely reminiscent of Tailspire. And I think that Tailspire might have sold their engine to D&D. That's pure speculation on my end from just how things look and how things act, but I think that's what they did, and I'm okay with it. If that happens, I'm okay with it. Just talking about another instance of games just being duplicated. D&D is just trying to keep up with the fact there's infinitely better systems out now. Absolutely, but D&D's got all the money, so they're just going to buy them all out. It's funny how that works. There's other systems that are significantly better, but D&D's got the money. Mark Ryan Sr., thank you for liking the stream. Let me get this chat up on page here. There we go. XGen, yes, I can see that now. I didn't have Facebook chat available for a second. I can see it now. So if we invite people to watch you, would you prefer to share it via YouTube link? XGen, if you want to invite anybody, it's just however you want to do it. It doesn't matter to me. Reason you don't see other channels like Critical Role play other systems is because they're contracted to only play D&D. I mean, that makes sense though. They're writing campaigns for D&D, you know? Ooh, we're gonna have to light some of those fireworks off. Wizards making D&D that's easier to play together online is such an easy decision, especially in the last 5 to 6 years. Digital groups have exploded, especially on Roll20. My brother is a map maker and digital DM. It's wild how much that's exploded. Oh yeah, so that's, I've been building a campaign. I guess I should say building a campaign. I've been writing a campaign in world building for a little while now. And it's a thing. And some of the tools that I found have made life a lot easier. All right, we need to go northeast. So this is, I mean, this goes into a whole nother conversation. And we've talked about it, guys, is that like I enjoy doing what I want to do on these streams for my mental sanity and things like that. But the reality is this, like plain and simple, whether anybody likes to admit it or not, all of these platforms exist solely to make money. That's the end of the sentence. Like Facebook, YouTube, all these things, none of these are passion projects for people. But we have our passion projects like this stream and all that on these platforms that we're using. So it absolutely makes sense that they're sitting there going, nope, we need people to stream this. We need the hype to be about this. We don't want anybody else. We're going to throw money at it. I mean, that's why we have the streaming debate and stuff right now that we're seeing. It's all about money. And the reality is, like, I will never succeed unless I understand that I have to offer abilities for people to make money. Now, can that line up with my passions? Absolutely. Like, if I wanted to start playing D&D exclusively on the stream, I could reach out to somebody like D&D and be like, look, I'll be a poster boy for you if you want. Like, you got to sell yourself to that, and you get locked into a contract. That's what happens to these people. The side that nobody wants to talk about is that these companies and everything don't actually care about you. Nobody wants to talk about that, but that's the truth. They don't care about you or the content that you're making. They care about the product that you're pushing. My point with D&D specifically is that they're the only system with the money to do that. And that's because they have a lock on the market. I mean, no matter how you swing it, no matter what you do, any other iteration of a tabletop RPG specifically that has miniatures and dungeon crawling and all that is all based off of intellectual property from Dungeons and Dragons. Like it's like the mother of the system. It was the first one like it though. So like, it's really difficult to find something that's not that. It's not though. No. The intellectual property of rolling dice and being a dungeon crawler and like being this dungeon master and all these things, like that concept is intellectual property from them. Games like Pathfinder are just other versions of Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, core set rules is intellectual property, like how games are established are. But no, they're not using characters and all that. But that's what I'm saying. They have the mark on it. Like, it's like the person that invented the car. Like, other people can make cars, but the person who made the car is the reason why we have them. Like, the reason why we have these other games is because of Dungeons and Dragons. And they learned how to capitalize on that. I can only imagine the lawsuits that we don't see because a game comes out that looks like Dungeons and Dragons, you know? What's this ship right here? See if there's any treasure in here. There's a little bit of stuff. I wish this was faster. Being able to do all this. start drowning here in a second. Don't drown, buddy. Don't drown. Come on, come on, come on, come on. What am I doing? All right, drop this. Eat some food. Because that's how we live. Whew. Man, that makes me, I don't know about you guys, that makes me claustrophobic. Not bad. Get a little bit of treasure there. Yeah, going back to that conversation just about D&D and stuff and just all these things. It just goes back to what I was saying earlier about like how I need to not be dumb when it comes to the content that I create, and that I can actively look up things on trending pages and stuff like that so that I can try to make somebody else some money on top of mine. The thing is, until I have something that I can offer somebody that nobody else has, I have to offer something that somebody else has and hope that they give me a percentage of it. And that goes into the whole thing, the conversation that we were having about streamers in general, is that like the saturation of gaming streamers and how YouTube has to categorize them has to change, because you do have people out there like our friend That Sandwich Dude who sings songs, custom songs, you know, that come up, you know, the top of his head. He sings them ditties if they raid his channel. Like, that's entertainment that cannot be provided for except through him. That's how you got to do stuff like that in today's world, or you gotta, you know, pay the toll, so to speak. The thing is, like, for me, like, I find it honorable to like be able to do certain things with companies that I admire. Like, if I was able to work with Sea of Thieves, I'd be like, this is amazing. Like, what a privilege, you know? Some people view that as almost like, some people would call you a sellout for it, which I find ludicrous that people would ever consider you a sellout for making money playing a game. It's such an interesting conversation across the board. Everybody's got different opinions about it. No. Hitting the dock. I need to go up here further. think I dropped that one in the water. Something about this is extremely satisfying. Yeah, I got this one barely in right there. What did I just get for that? I hate this lady. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excellent. So we did 36,000 for all that. I mean, it's not the best, not the worst. We're just doing 2 fortresses. It's like easy money, even though it takes a long time in this game. It does take a long time. Let's see. Oh, all right, guys. So here's the deal. Congress admits UFOs not man-made. Says threats increasing exponentially. I can't talk about that right now. That's a conversation. That's a wild conversation. That's a super wild conversation. What I was gonna say though, guys, is I don't necessarily know if we will continue doing Facebook stuff. I think we'll give it a shot just to kind of put it out there and see what bites, see what doesn't bite. Maybe we can redirect things to YouTube. I'm still trying to redirect you guys to Coffee more than anything else. Coffee.com/REVRNDX. There's exclusive content that's happening over there, as well as a community where you can get free things, actual physical assets, as well as just more direct communication with me on a lot of things. So if you've not checked out coffee.com/REVRNDX, that is the thing to go check out. It's also the place where you can support me in the biggest ways possible. That's hands down the best way as of right now that I have found as a creator to make a living doing some things. So if that's something that interests you, and I encourage you to go look over there. We are officially a 3-time simulcaster. Today I learned it's called Coffee and not Ko-Fi, like my head always reads it. I mean, I think it's technically called Ko-Fi, but it's a play on coffee, so why not call it coffee? You know, like that's the thing. Like the whole premise that people don't understand, like it's a coffee cup and all that. I can't see my finger. It's a coffee cup and all that. The whole premise is that you can go there and you can buy me a cup of coffee. That's the whole premise. So instead of like giving a tip or anything, it's you buy me a cup of coffee. Just a small way to offer support. So I think it's like $3, $3 or $5. I can't remember what it's currently set to. There's recommendations. Let me look. I'll look right now for you guys. $3. So like you can do $3, but the beauty is, this is a conversation we didn't even get into because it's too much of a conversation to have, talking about the 70-30 and the 50-50 and all that. YouTube takes 30% of every dollar that I make. Twitch is going to be changing theirs to 50-50 in the future, taking 50% of every dollar that I make. Coffee takes 0. So I was trying to tell people, if you support on YouTube, and yes, it's a beautiful way to support the channel. It's a fantastic way, and it's easy to do on YouTube. YouTube takes 30%. If you do it to Coffee, I get 100% of everything given on Coffee. So that's one of the reasons why we try to push it where we can. How does Coffee make their money? So they offer services on there for like shops and stuff like that. So you can use their shop program, and they take a percentage of fees, I think, for items that are sold, like physical items. Some things like digital assets though have 0 fees, but then they also have a program. What do they call it? They call it commissions. So that's another way that they make money. It's like just a program that you can do as creators. And then they also have Coffee Gold or something. I don't know about all that because I just use the free stuff. Trying to find out where that's even at, like the upgrade. Let me see if I can do Coffee settings. Yeah, Gold. Yeah, if you buy a gold account, it's like a monthly subscription, and it like helps you out in different ways. But yeah, coffee is a fantastic thing. I encourage everybody, I mean, even if you don't want to buy anything, I encourage you guys just to go check out the Coffee page in general. I'll show you guys this. I always try to share why things are important. And if you guys go over to Coffee, this is what it looks like. I actually have this anniversary thing. We need to take this down because that goal is done for. You can come in here, buy a coffee, do all these things, but I also have a shop, and you can go to the shop and like you can get YouTube assets. Like you can just click this, press $0, and you can download some green screen, like, subscribe, and notification bells. And these are all animated little videos that you can put up there. That's really awesome. Same with the borders. You can download a bunch of borders, like what you see around the internet frame right there. Same thing when I go to this screen. This border that's around me, you can download those for free. So there's things on there, but also you can hire me for a custom voiceover, you know, like Who doesn't want to hire me for a voiceover? And I'll talk like this for you, and I'll do whatever voice you want, and you can have an intro for your stream or your content creation or whatever it is that you're wanting to make. Can I show you all the borders? I can, actually. Well, maybe I can't show all of them. Let's see. Let's go to this screen right here. And then let's go to this screen. I have like a red lines one. I don't know if I have all of them. Depending on what you want. This one's like a fiery one. Those are the only ones I have on here. That's a rule thirds grid. If you guys don't know about rule thirds, figure it out. Let's put that. I only have a few available. I can't show them all to you right now. I don't have them all available. But that's what they do. That's what coffee is, guys. If you don't know, it's just a fantastic place where you guys can get things. And one last thing on there, and I'll stop talking about it, is we do have currently I shared a song that I sang the theme song for a show, and I shared the theme song with, this is old, this is like unavailable in a lot of places, but I did the theme song for this cartoon many years ago, and it's on there for our members only. So just a good thing for you guys to kind of check out and look at, and I think you would appreciate it. Do you use OBS or Streamlabs? I don't know a ton about it, but are they compatible with both? Yeah, so the overlays would be compatible with anything. They're just simple, 16:9, overlays, borders, and they're green screen. So you would have to chroma key it. So if I took off the chroma key filter for the border, if I go into my EOS green screen, and if I took this and I took off the chroma key right there, you can see that's what it looks like. So it's just a video file with a green screen, and then you just remove the green and you're good to go. It's really simple. Like I'm learning a lot with green screen stuff. There's a lot of things we can do that I just never thought possible before. Exgen says do a little girl voice for a voiceover. I couldn't. If I had to be a little girl voice, honestly, if I had to be a little girl for like any sort of voice acting, here's the voice that I would do. Here, I don't want to be seen doing it though. So here, let me do this. Hey, Mom. Mom, school was really tough today. I got made fun of. The other girls were really mean to me. And that's the voice that I would do. That's my little girl voice though. You just got to go the complete opposite way. I love voice acting for that reason though. Voice acting for that reason is like what I live for. Just the fact that you can have something like that and it just makes sense. Like Tina from Bob's Burgers, Maybe I'll climb in the roof. That's what Dad would do. Little girl can sound like anything. All right, guys. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today. I think we are good. I'm trying to figure out how to do this Facebook thing, trying to get off of it and all this. It's more than I want it to be. I will be live tomorrow, maybe a little bit later than normal, but I will be live. Did you just get blessed with your voice, or have you trained it at all? No. So Xgen. So I sing for a living, like legitimately. Like I'm a worship leader for my church. So I've been actively exercising my voice for the past. I mean, I've been singing for a long time, more than anything else. So, I mean, for like the past 15 years at least, I've been actively like working on my voice and learning how to do proper speech. I do my best to avoid what I just did. Do my best to avoid saying ums a lot and everything. So just like the mental side of things, and then also like trying to fix the sibilance that can happen in my voice. Like I actively am trying to fix that a lot, because I have the tendency to be like, hey everybody's, like the S's, stuff like that. I try to get rid of that. He also sang a solo as Little Drummer Boy. That's how it all started. In fourth grade, I sang a solo, the Little Drummer Boy solo, as a soprano. I've always had a high voice. Go get some Quaker steak. That sounds so good. The biggest thing with my voice, Xgen, is that I just do the truck commercial voice really well. Like, the Dodge Ram 1500. This is a work truck for the working man. Like, I do that voice really well. The thing is, like, if people gave me an active script, like if they gave me a legitimate script and they gave me a voice and a character that they wanted, and they gave me a personality, I love coming up with the voice or understanding why they sound the way they do, or like the comical side of things. Like, I love that stuff. Absolutely love it. I wish I had more voice acting jobs. I do encourage you guys though, that if, I mean, right now it's for members only on Coffee, and it's probably going to be that way for at least the remainder of the month, so that there is some exclusivity there. But I'll release that song probably in the future, because it's technically not my song. It's just something that I have access to. But the theme song, it's something to hear. It's like an 80s cartoon theme song, and I'm here for it. I'll tell you that much. All right, guys. But hey, I'm going to go ahead and pop off here, take care of a few things, get some clips out there, check all the socials, do all the things. And I need to make a tutorial video for something that's going to go on TikTok. So I'm going to go take care of that. Otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow. Should be 12 p.m. Could be a little bit later, depending on work, how things go. So we'll just kind of play that by ear. And I'd ask for you guys to do that by checking out the Discord. Get in the Discord and you guys can see all updates and everything. I'll make sure that there is stuff in the announcement tab, and we can talk about anything and everything that you guys want. But like I said, I'm gonna go make a tutorial right now about how to do this, how to make this guy, because a lot of people don't know how to do one of these, and I was bombarded with people that wanted to know. So we're gonna open this up, and I think, honestly, I'm obsessed with this thing too. I feel like this is such a great, I feel like this is a great thing. All right, guys, I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, everybody, we're moving mountains.